today's exercise, we'll be utilizing the soccer ball as a prop, but we don't need it for the first two progressions, so we'll just set it to the side. Today's exercise is called soccer ball toe taps. We're going to build up to that first by building leg strength. Starting in the center of the line, chest facing the anchor point. On the dominant leg, we're going to start and then take the non-dominant leg, bend down, touch the ground, come back up. Trying to make sure my chest doesn't get too far forward in front of my knee, so I'm placing my hips back just a little bit. 2, 3, 4, coming up to a straight leg every time. 5, and then we switch to the non-dominant. Going down, touching the ground. 1, 2, straight leg every time. 3, 4, 5. I'm not putting too much weight on the foot that's touching the ground. I'm just touching the ground and coming back up. That's progression 1. Now progression 2. Progression 2, staying in the center of the line, but we're in exposure. I'm on the ball mounts of my feet, top of the arches or ball mounts, whichever's most comfortable for you. Starting on my dominant side, placing the weight. I'm gonna take my non-dominant foot off the line, touch the ground, just a little bit of weight, and then back up. Straight leg every time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Switching over to the non-dominant side here, placing the weight, top of the arch. 1. Remember to breathe, slow down the heartbeat. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's to warm the legs up. Now we're moving on to progression 3, where we're going to use the prop. Grab the soccer ball. You want to place it about 6 to 8 inches in front of the line, maybe 8-10 inches in front of the line, but close enough to where you can reach it while you're on the slack line. Roughly this, depending on how big you are and whatnot, you can adjust it accordingly. From there, we're coming up into exposure. Progression 3, we got 2 tempos or 2 speeds. I'll do the first one, is nice and slow. Putting the weight on the dominant foot, touching the top of the soccer ball, and then putting the weight onto the non-dominant foot, touching the top of the soccer ball, going back and forth, nice and slow. See how I'm shifting the weight. Shift, touch, shift, touch, shift, touch. Do that back and forth as many times as you feel comfortable with. 5, 6, 8, you make your choices. Now for tempo 2, the fast variation. The goal is to touch the top of the soccer ball quickly with each foot, back and forth, shifting as fast as you can go without falling off the line. I start off by touching the ball first, here, and then going back and forth. Pausing and slowing down to catch your breath and balance when you need. But the goal is to try to keep that repetition up for a good amount of time. Touching the ball with each foot about 7 to 10 times. Try again, faster tempo. Start with the foot on. I'm doing a little pop or a little jump to switch. Here we go. For the soccer ball toe taps, if you have any concerns about falling backwards because we're in exposure and we're putting a lot of weight forward, which might send you backwards, put a mat behind you. Stay safe.